first place to begin is what actually is Tether. Tether is a cryptocurrency which is tied to the price of the US dollar. This may seem counterintuitive and it's kind of unique to the majority of cryptocurrencies, but Tether is actually a currency which has been loved by many traders because they see it as a safe haven when the market is going down. Let's put it this way. If you were a trader or investor and you believed that the market was about to dip very soon, you could either send your cryptocurrencies to Coinbase and cash out via that means, but that would mean converting all your different cryptocurrencies to Bitcoin, Ether or Litecoin, and then cashing out back to US dollars for very expensive fees. Plus, when you decide you want to buy back into the market, you have to pay those fees again. Overall, that would be around a 10% fee, which is incredibly high. So what traders and investors have done in the past is that they simply convert their cryptocurrencies into Tether instead. Because it holds the same value as the US dollar, it won't go down very dramatically, and also you can convert it on an exchange, so you don't need to send your cryptocurrencies, and the fees are incredibly low as well. So it's being used as like a safe haven for when people believe that the market is going to go down. Sounds awesome, right? Having a stable cryptocurrency that you can easily cash out into for short periods of time without paying crazy high fees. So what's the problem? Well, the theory is that for every Tether dollar created, there should be a real US dollar backing it up. So if you were to put your money into Tether, at any one time, you should be able to cash your money out back to real US dollars. After all, if they have a 1-to-1 ratio of Tether dollars to regular US dollars that they're holding, they can simply do the switch for you, and now you have your US dollars back. Well, the issue is, are they really holding that many US dollars? And now, as you guys can see on the screen, the US regulators have subpoenaed Tether, so they now have to prove that they are holding that much money in reserve. What's our personal opinion on this? Honestly, they probably have a fractional reserve where they're holding some of the money, and as long as everyone doesn't cash out at the same time, it's going to be okay kind of thing, but we think it's unlikely they probably have all of that money in reserve. And because many other people believe the same thing that we do, which is that Tether is not entirely legitimate, there is a lot of FUD in the market, fear, uncertainty and doubt. And that sadly has caused a little dip in the cryptocurrency market. The whole market cap went from around 550 billion to 500 billion, which, to be honest, in cryptocurrencies isn't that much of a big dip. It's only just under 10%. But sadly, we believe that is what has caused the recent dip in the market. Should it have caused a dip? Well, for this point, we're actually going to look at Charlie Lee's Twitter account. This is the guy who made Litecoin. If you guys don't follow him on Twitter, by the way, definitely do, because he really knows what he's talking about and cuts through some of the bullshit in this cryptocurrency market. Also, if you haven't followed us yet, get on Twitter and start following us. Link will be in the description. So what he basically says, with respect to the Tether situation, it's expected for this subpoena to come, but the fact that the subpoena was in December 2017 and Tether have continued printing Tether dollars, it's a good sign. Basically what he's saying is if they were a scam, it would take some big balls to carry on scamming people while an audit is occurring. He also says that if it turns out Tether is not backed by real US dollars, the price will crash to zero. This is similar to what happened with BitConnect. It should not affect the price of Bitcoin or any other altcoins. The reason why it does is because people are afraid of it affecting and they sell. So as he says, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Basically, people are afraid that this news is going to cause the cryptocurrency market to crash, so they sell, which causes other people to see the market going down, so in turn they think the news is causing this, and it results in a domino effect where more and more people sell purely because they think other people are going to. What he's basically saying, and it's what we believe too, is that this news shouldn't really have affected the market, but because this market is so affected by any fear, uncertainty or doubt, any news at all like this will affect the overall market. The idea of this is kind of ridiculous when you think about it. If you put it into the context of a regular financial market, let's say you grouped all of the tech companies together. If bad news came out about Facebook, you wouldn't find the share price of Google crashing as a result. But because the current cryptocurrency market is in its infancy, it tends to happen where you have bad news about one big currency, and that causes the whole market to dip. As an investor out there, what is the takeaway message from this video? Well, you guys know that we are not market professionals and we cannot offer financial advice. All we can do is tell you what we're doing with our personal portfolios. And the simple answer is that we're not going to be selling anything. In fact, we actually think this will be one of the worst times to sell. The market has just gone down, and if anything, we've lost some of our cryptocurrency money, Why would we choose to sell now? If anything, we're considering buying more with our money. Imagine you walked into your favorite store and you could see all of these incredible deals. Let's say we loved Cardano and wanted to buy more of it. Well, they have a 12% discount today. NEM has a 13% discount. Many of these have approaching 10% discounts, except for Lisk actually, which is doing incredibly well, which is most likely due to their upcoming rebrand. But they are the anomaly in this market. The majority of currencies are nearly 10% off. So if anything, we're considering adding more to our portfolios. We are definitely not going to be selling. We see this as short-term bad news, and it hasn't affected the fundamentals of the market. In fact, it has only affected the fundamentals of one single currency. The way we like to view it is if the market is currently here, hope you guys can see that, that's a bit better, and we believe it's going to finish up here at some point. So basically it's going to go from here up to here. Why would we sell in the meantime? Even if the market goes down and then it goes up, or it goes up, then it goes down. Certainly you wouldn't sell it when it goes down because this is the furthest point and potentially this is where you could make the most profits as it goes up. So I hope with that incredibly technical diagram I just gave you guys there, you can kind of understand our position a bit better, which is that we're not going to be selling in this market. We think once again this news is short-term FUD and the bull market will probably return sometime soon. If you agree with us and you don't want to sell your cryptocurrencies either, the best advice I can give you is shut your computer down. Stop reloading your portfolio every 30 seconds, put your phone away and come back to it in a few weeks. That's what we've personally been doing because we all hate seeing our portfolios go down. So having made the decision not to sell any of our portfolio, we've also decided to put our portfolio to one side and stop looking at it. No one wants to watch it go down, but if you've already decided you're not going to be selling anything, why torture yourself?